Okay, hi guys, again. Today I'm going to be talking about some top things that I wish I knew before I did the room selection process for Winona State University. Number one thing I wish I knew, not really I wish I knew, but something that you should know is make sure that you verify your room selection group, or verify your group or whatever with your roommate. So add them. You have to create a group or whatever, and then one of you has to add the other and whatever stuff like that. Something like that. It's kind of hard to explain, but you can ask Winona State about it if you have more questions. You can ask the housing team. They're really helpful when it comes to things like that. So I wish I knew that, but not really I wish I knew that, because I found that out, and so I was able to select her and get her in my group before room selection process and before the date that we had to have a verified group and whatever. So yeah. Number 2 would probably be that you are not going to get into Kirkland or hockey unless you're on the first day of room selection at Winona State, because they fill up fast. Every incoming freshman wants one of those rooms, and there's not enough for every single incoming freshman to have one of those. So make sure that you have a second choice for a dorm room. I know Maury and Shepherd have some more bigger size, quad sized rooms. They just do not have a bathroom like the rest, but they're still quad. I think Richards might have some. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think they might. So that's another option, but the quad rooms do get taken up first because every single incoming freshman wants those. They are the nicest rooms, especially the ones in Kirkland and hockey. So make sure you have a second choice, a second dorm room choice, because I was not on the first day and they were all taken, and a lot of things were taken. So I kind of got stuck with Sheehan, but that's okay. I like Sheehan. I don't mind it. I think it'll be really cool. I'm on the 7th floor, so hopefully I get a good view. That'll be nice. About halfway up. Yeah, I didn't want one really high up, because lugging your stuff to the 13th floor, no thank you for me. Let's see. Number 3. I would say, make sure you talk with your roommate that night. The night you're choosing your room selection stuff, because it's really helpful and really great to make sure that you guys are on the same page about everything, and that you both, want the same dorm room and want the same dorm hall. Of course, you should be talking about that kind of stuff before room selection, but just to make sure that you're on the same page. Me and my roommate did that, and it was great. We helped each other out. We did all the things together. It allowed us to talk about some other things too that we didn't get to talk about over Snapchat, so that was nice too. Number 4, if you're in Sheehan or really any other dorm and there's gonna be 2 of you in a dorm room, when you pick your room, make sure that it says available 2, because if it says available 1, that means there's only one bed available. Now, if you're in a quad, it's probably if it says available 2, that means there's only 2 beds available. But make sure it says the amount of beds you need, because me and my roommate tried to pick one on 509 where these 2 other girls that we made friends with, and we're gonna get a quad or a suite together, but we couldn't. They picked one on floor number 5, and we were gonna try and get one on number 5, and there was a room 509 that we thought was available, but it didn't have 2 beds. It only had 1, because one girl had a different girl without a roommate had already picked that room as her room. So make sure it says 2 or how many ever beds you need, because You want to make sure that you're in there with your roommate, especially if you've, like, worked hard to, like, get a roommate and find a roommate, because it took me months to find a roommate. Months to find a roommate. And I'm so glad that I finally did. So now we're, like, making it work to, like, be together and, like, be in a room together or whatever. But yeah, we were able to find a room 2 floors up that had 2 beds available, so that was nice. So now we're rooming together at Winona State. That's about all for things I wish I knew before, and whatnot. One other thing, a few other things that I wish I knew before. Not really wish I knew, because I kind of already knew them a bit, but the same night that you pick your room at Winona State is also the night that you do your meal plan, that you're supposed to pick a meal plan and a move-in date. And also that night you can apply for a parking pass. Make sure when you're picking a meal plan that you know what meal plan you want. There's the Warrior Anytime. Yeah, there's that one. And then there's others. I chose the Warrior Anytime. I can get unlimited swipes and whatnot. Make sure you review the meal plans and go over them and figure out, like, which ones that, like, which one you want, because you should probably, like, pick it that night, so you don't, like, forget about it, because otherwise, if you don't pick it before, like, July 15th or something, they just assign you the 14 meal plan per week, so that would kind of suck. Also, make sure you know what day you're gonna move in. I think Winona State has, like, 2 or 3 days that you can move in August, and they're, like, at the end of the week before classes start. I'm moving in on the 16th of August, but they also have, like, the 17th available this year. In upcoming years, it'll probably be different, but they're around that time in August. Make sure you know what day and whatever, and it will say, like, only a 15-minute time slot, but if you read carefully, it'll say that, like, that's just time to, like, check in and get your room key and, like, that kind of stuff, and then you can go park, unload your car, and take whatever time you need to move into your dorm room. So, it'll look weird that it says only 15-minute time, but that's just to check in. That's not to, like, move all your crap into your dorm room and get your dorm room set up. So, yeah, just know that. And then, you can also buy a dorm hall t-shirt if you want. You don't have to, but you can if you want. And then parking passes. And one thing I wish I knew before, signing up for a parking pass, I haven't paid for it yet or anything like that. I probably have if you're watching this video, like, 2 or 3 years down the road, but, one thing I wish I knew about that is that every person who, like, signs up to get one isn't guaranteed to get one. So, hopefully I get one so that I can bring my car there, because I really want my car there, and I do not want to have my parents come pick me up, or have to be, like, walking or biking to places that I want to get to in Winona. So, yeah, just know that, though. You might not get a parking pass if you sign up for one. Alrighty, that's pretty much all that I have for you guys on, like, signing up and, like, what to know before room selection process at Winona State. I will probably have a video later doing my whole, like, dorm room tour, move-in, all that stuff. I might have a video of, like, dorm room essentials or top 5 things I wish I knew before moving into Winona State. Or, like, things that I wish I knew before I moved into my dorm at college. Maybe a video on, like, things I regret I brought to college, things I, like, wish I brought to college. Videos like that. I will be having a lot of college content after, like, August of 2023. And, like, for the next, like, 4 years after that. Because I'll be in college for that amount of time. Hopefully I'll be in college for that amount of time. I might be longer, might be less. Who knows? Peace out. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.